Let's go watch it in 2D. No, let's go watch it in 3D. But if we watch it in 3D, then is it worth the cost?
It's lonely at the top, but I'm the boss.
You haven't changed at all. You're still a big baby. Suck it, Ted.
You suck it.
Excuse me, why don't you both suck it? I'm in the family business. And now you work for me, boomers.
You want me to be a baby again?
What the frittata?
I'm sending you undercover.
Is this some kind of a ninja boy band? Huh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh!
The Boss Baby Family Business.
Hello. This is Adolf, and I have with me New Jake.
Hi, everybody.
And New Jake, you're reviewing a new 3D movie.
It's been a little while, but I'm back.
And we're back with 3D movies. We basically had Godzilla vs. Kong, and then nothing after that.
Yeah, a solid 3-month stretch.
So what movie are we reviewing today, New Jake?
The Boss Baby Family Business.
AKA Boss Baby 2. Now, just to make sure anyone listening, you have seen the first Boss Baby movie, correct?
Yes.
I have seen the first one. I have not seen this one. Now, there is a whole extended universe on Netflix with 4 seasons of a Boss Baby TV show. Did you watch any of that?
No, I couldn't bother with that. Not at all.
There's also a Boss Baby interactive movie on Netflix. Did you watch that? So
no.
We're just mentioning that so that way any Boss Baby enthusiasts can be like, oh, well, you're not completely caught up in the canon.
I don't think we need that much canon for Boss Baby or Boss Baby 2.
But I just throwing that out there.
Right.
I think it's fair. The interactive movie, Get That Baby. And a lot of this has really similar titles. So, Boss Baby 1, without a number. And then Boss Baby Back to Business, which is a TV series. And then Boss Baby Get That Baby, interactive movie on Netflix. And then Boss Baby Family Business, which is the second movie which we're talking about today.
Yes.
So it's a lot. And then the TV series it's like basically almost 50 episodes of like 30 minutes each. There's a lot of content here that we don't know anything about. We're just doing the theatrical releases.
Maybe one day.
I don't know. I don't know if we have time to watch all that. I mean, 4 seasons is a lot.
Yeah, it just depends on how long the episodes are.
But we just want to give everyone a backstory, so that way you know. I think it's fair enough a way to start off this review. So we usually start off with 3D. Now, we did a basic rundown of what we have watched. So we'll just talk about this movie. How was the 3D for this movie?
It was almost perfect. It was downright excellent. It was just a delight, a visual masterpiece of just pop outs, depth, color. It was just eye candy.
Now, usually animated movies can they always do 3D and it's just really easy for them. This was not an easy convert, you think? This will actually put effort in?
Oh, definitely. It seems like they put all their effort into this one with the 3D. Like, there's just so much going on, and it was just great. It needs a second watch just to pause and inspect everything in 3D.
Okay, so this feels like for animated movies, this could be something that you could show off, be like, this is 3D, this is what you should do.
Yes.
Okay, any specific scene?
Yes. There's a scene that you see in the trailer with the ninja babies, which is about as ridiculous as it sounds, but they are going after the Boss Baby character, and they're just throwing everything at him: arrows, ninja stars, swords. It's just it just depends on the camera placement in the scene, but it's either coming towards you, or it's coming from back by the projector, back into the screen and into the background. It's just a visual feast.
Okay, so was there any problems you had with the 3D, or is it basically perfect?
Basically perfect, because I went to that cinema that I mentioned, the Regal Cinema, where I had watched 2 3D movies before, and they didn't have the filters on or whatever to make it 3D, but sat down, put the glasses on, no previews, 3D was perfect. It was amazing.
Okay, so it sounds like this is going to get your best score, right?
Yeah, yes, a perfect 10 out of 10.
So that's basically what you're going to give it, but for our purposes, for our review, for all the site, this is, I guess, great 3D editor's choice, right?
Yes.
All right, so definitely, watch this in 3D then.
If you can.
So definitely is very few screenings of this movie in 3D.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now on to the movie itself. So, Boss Baby 2 Family Business. Where does the story go?
It's almost a continuation of the first film, but it takes place about a year later after the newest baby's born. They had grown apart, the 2 brothers, Boss Baby and the older brother, and the older brother has the new daughter, and she is part of the family business, quote unquote, being with Baby Co. And she has to bring them together to take down this Dr. Abrams son, sorry, who is starting this evil schools around the world to get rid of parents. So she has to get the brothers together to take down the bad guy.
Now, I remember seeing the trailer for this movie where there was like a way to make people back into babies, right?
Yes. It was just like that formula that doesn't really play into the movie at all, really, except until the end, and just how they get to the baby. But it only brings the older brother down to like his original age, which kind of makes no sense because he drank more baby fluid or baby formula than Boss Baby did. So that makes no sense.
Now, if you haven't seen the first Boss Baby and you watch this movie or the Netflix show, will you be okay or no?
I mean, yeah, there's like a little bit of background where it explains what happens in the first movie, a little bit of callbacks, but yeah, you'd be okay without seeing the first movie, but it does kind of help.
And obviously you don't have the reference of the TV show and the Netflix interactive movie. I don't know if that's canon or not or how that works, but just saying.
I mean, it's there if you want to watch it, but we haven't seen it just yet, if ever.
So just want to put that out there for anyone that's like, I want to watch this movie, but I haven't seen the first one. Can I watch this? Your answer is yes.
Yes.
You're not going to be totally lost or anything.
No, I mean, they get you caught up to speed about what happens. Like, hi, I'm so-and-so. This is my adventures from the last movie. That's it.
Okay. So what did you not like about this movie?
I mean, the weirdness is back. There's not very many, if much, like gross out gags, which was kind of good. It just there's some sequelitis coming in with callbacks to original gags that just kind of like, move past that. And I don't know, it's just the weirdness returns in a different form, but it's very strange. Just very strange.
So, just in case you did not watch the first Boss Baby movie, the trailers really give you a false impression of what the movie is actually about. There's a lot of weirdness to that movie, and basically, you're saying, again, in this movie, there's a lot of weirdness that is not shown on screen that you don't want to spoil, of course. So, but it's more than what it looks like.
Yes. I mean, it's just very, very odd in certain regards, but then it also just feels like typical sequel, and it also feels smaller in scale, which kind of doesn't make sense, but it also makes sense. It's just, I don't know, it feels like a typical sequel story, but with weirdness abound. Okay,
what did you like about the movie?
I mean, there was some cleverness to some of the jokes. The voice performances were really good. I really like Jeff Goldblum. He's excellent. The animation is great. And of course, the 3D was amazing.
Okay, so overall, what do you give it?
Probably the same score as the previous movie, a 6. It's typical, but very weird.
I did not watch this movie, not yet, at least. I'm going to try to watch it soon. We'll see. But that's what I gave the first one as well as a 6. So you say it's about as good as the original, not that much better or worse, about the same.
Yeah, I mean, there's differences in each of them, but they pan out each other, and they just, they make it like, it's perfectly average, but very weird. I can't quote that enough. Very weird.
Okay. But you're pretty much your standard cliche animated kids movie, but with a weird twist in there that, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, like it's perfectly okay for kids and families. They will enjoy it. There's a few families in the audience with us yesterday, and they really enjoyed the movie. So yeah.
Okay.
Typical stuff.
You definitely recommend watching it in 3D though.
Yes. If anything, it's worth the extra surcharge just to experience the 3D.
Because you can watch this if you're on Peacock Premium. So
Yes.
Theoretically speaking, the choice is paying the $5 a month for Peacock Premium, or to watch this at home, or watch this in the theater and pay for 3D tickets. You say it's worth it for the 3D aspect alone.
Yes.
The movie's not amazing or anything. It's just fine.
No. It's like you're in and out in 90 minutes.
Nothing too offensive. Nothing too horrible. Just
no.
Okay.
Just there.
All right. I guess that's good enough. Again, final scores, just in case, is you gave it the 3D aspect, great 3D editor's choice, and the final movie score of a 6 out of 10.
Yes.
All right, I guess that's going to be it for us. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Before this podcast wraps up, I want to thank my patrons. Thank you, Kano 3D, Mr. Bengal 5, and Kevin Winter for your financial support on Patreon.com. So that's going to be it for this podcast. Thanks for listening. You can find 3D or 2D on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, and more. Just look for 3D or 2D. Links are in the info box. If you want to send us listener mail, our email address is email3dortwo@gmail.com. Thank you for either listening or watching this podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.